Hollywood, all right? I moved to Hollywood last week. Now, I've been living in San Francisco for 5 years, the kook capital of the world. You know the reputation that town has. I've never seen so many lunatics in my life. In San Francisco, I thought I'd seen it all, okay? I mean, it's the only town where you'll see bumper stickers on cars that say things like, honk if you are Jesus. You know what I'm talking about here, all right? And you wonder why there's so much sick stuff going on in the world. A perfect example of that, I'll just get off the subject. All right, last week, on Hollywood Boulevard, I go to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, okay? It's playing with Prom Night, which are the lunatic with an axe running around the high school. I like these kind of movies. What's a new one out today? Funhouse is coming out, and all these Maniac. Anytime these, Halloween, I go see all these movies. Anytime those movies, those cheap horror films, there's a don't go in the house, don't open the door. You know, they all have the same ads. Don't look in the basement, don't go in the attic. Don't go near the water, don't walk on the beach. Don't pick up the phone. If you want to live, don't do this. It's like, it sounds like my mother. Don't chew your food so fast, don't open the door. How many times? You gonna listen to me? Don't go to the prom with your boy down the street. He's killed before. He can kill again. You know, no, shut up, you know. All right, now, I'm sitting in this theater, and I'm watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I'm watching this movie, and I see now, we know these things aren't serious, but I look around at the creatures in the movie theater. Now, these people should not be allowed to see these kind of films. To them, this is like watching a documentary. Just angry. I got no patience for stupidity. That's why I love the death penalty. I think it's so cool. Hey, look, silence in the room. Where's Bobby going with this? I mean, listen in, I'll tell you. Because I know a lot of you are probably against the death penalty, or a lot of people in California. You know, my wife is like that. It doesn't stop others. Yeah, I know, but it stopped this jerk. We'll worry about the others when we get them. It's like when you see bugs in your kitchen. You kill the bugs, don't you? You know there's going to be more bugs. Maybe leave a couple of dead bugs in the kitchen as an example to the other bugs. Death penalty is like one of the coolest things of all time. That's why I don't understand like these Jeffrey Dahmer guys. I thought in America, when you go to trial, you're supposed to get judged by a jury of your peers. Now, how do they find 12 guys that eat other people and put their heads in the freezer? I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer's peer. Don't call me. But I love the fact that crazy people and people that are out of it always get off the death penalty by pleading insanity. They always do. Well, my client's crazy, the lawyers say. He doesn't know what he did. Well, fine, he doesn't know what he did. Then he doesn't know we're going to kill him. You don't tell the guy. Put him in the electric chair. Tell him it's a ride. You know, they wanted to show the death penalty on television, too, in California. You know about this? But too many people decided, oh, they find this offensive. Well, don't watch it. You know, I find fishing on TV offensive. Some big fat guy with the crack of his butt showing tipping over a canoe. I don't want to see that, so I changed the channel. But that's what everybody was afraid of. What if kids see this? Well, I think your kids ought to see this. Stop scaring your kids with that tooth fairy Santa Claus stuff. It didn't work on you. It's not going to work on your children. You want to set a kid's ass straight. You get the death penalty on TV. Oh, you're not going to do your homework. Come here, watch this, Junior. Come here. Come here. You want to see what happens if you don't eat broccoli? Watch this. Look at the eyes coming out of his head.
Our next guest has been seen on The Tonight Show and Arsenio Hall. Our first guest would be our next guest, by the way, although sometimes I consider myself a guest of myself, but that's because I'm a little twisted.
All right, just bring me up.
Anyway, there's a couple other things I wanted to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's a funny thing when you move. Like, for example, I'm sorry. He also had his own HBO One Night Stand, and tonight he's going to take over our program. Please welcome Bobby Slayton.
This man. Thank you, and thank you. I love that Wayne Cotter. He's a genius in France. A lot of people don't know that. And thank you, Bradford. Nice to see you again. This guy gets around. It's amazing. So, I got to get warmed up here. I don't have that much time, but, I haven't been on TV in a couple of months, and it's tough out there in TV land. There's a lot of horrible comics, and not on this show, but they take up a lot of TV time, so I've been trying to get on TV. I've been fighting with my neighbors every night just to try to get on Cops. And you want to know what really sucks, too? Let me tell you, as long as you're here. You got to be politically correct. It doesn't matter what you do. And it's not just being a stand-up comic. It's every time you guys go to work, you can't even make a joke about women or sexual harassment. Everybody's accusing everybody of being racist. Look what happened to Denny's. Denny's isn't racist. They're not anti-black. Go into Denny's. Everything's black. The toast, the pancakes. It's a very, And you want to know something? See, everybody can make jokes about white guys. See, guys like me, I'm not really a white guy. I'm a Jew, so I'm like a borderline white guy. But, you can make a movie called White Men Can't Jump. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's just fine. But God forbid they make a movie called Black Guys Can't Shut the Hell Up in Movie Theaters. And you want to know something? When I do the racial jokes or I'll do gay jokes, nobody ever gets mad. You know who gets mad more than anybody is my wife. You know, the last time I did the show, it's a couple of months ago, I did the show, and my wife's waiting for me. It's like Dagwood and Blondie with the rolling pin. And I walk in the house and she says to me, you know, you were so racist on TV tonight. You're sexist. You're mean to me. You're mean to women. You have no respect for anybody. She doesn't talk like that. Although, ladies, if you're going to complain, you might as well talk like this. Because that's all we're going to hear anyway. You guys know what I'm talking about. You ever have a fight with your girlfriend? What do? You walk out of the room. Yeah, and they know you're mad, but God forbid they leave you alone. You know, they have to chase after you. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I said? Is that what you said? And I'm not trying to put down marriage. I look at the young men in the audience, and I know I'm a role model for the kids today. You, how old are you, kid? How old are you? 21. Let me tell you something there, Chachi, all right? I get up on stage, I'm like a baseball player, you know, and I'm not going to get up here and preach to you about anything, but marriage is fine. Believe me, my friend, if I wasn't married, I would never know when I'm driving too fast or the air conditioner was on too high. Or the toilet paper was in the wrong way, or the garbage had to be taken out, or the toilet seat was in the wrong position. And you know what you'll find out, my young friend, as you go through life? No matter what you do, you can't even read Playboy magazine anymore. The feminists, they all complain, Playboy, Penthouse, Hustler, how sexist this is. You know, and you never hear guys complaining about Cosmo. And I've never, in my life, seen anything as sexist as Cosmo. You guys ever look at that magazine? Look at the cover sometime. Every month, how to be a bitch, how to hide your G-spot, how to kill your husband, how to bang him over the head, what kind of shovel to use, how to bury him in the backyard, how to get a good divorce lawyer. Bitch, 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 bitch! And... Wait. You're wasting my valuable time. Save it up for like one giant one. And let's be honest, ladies, if you got a problem in life, you got a TV show in the afternoon, every little talk show, you got magazines telling you about articles about what to do to solve your little problems. You want to get married? How many bride magazines are there? 100 different bride magazines? Bride today, bride tomorrow, married today, married here, married there. There's no groom magazine. Guy wants to get married, we have no guidance. We have no guidance. We look at our father, we see how miserable he is, how whipped our friends are. Nobody's happy. There's no groom magazine. The closest thing we have is guns and ammo. They want to shoot ourselves in the head before we do it. Oh, you already made the invitations. Great. I mean, come on. Why do you think David Koresh went nuts? The guy had 19 wives. One wife will make you crazy. 2 wives will make you blow your brains out. He had 19 of them. What is that, tag team nagging? It's that time of the month every other day. And you want to know something, too? I mean, I'm such a big shot on stage, and people say, if I'm like this on television, you can imagine me in a nightclub. Oh, it's so hard for me to hold back. Every time, I just asked the producers before the show, you ever get any bad letters about me? And they said, no, and this time I'm really shooting for something. I'm shooting for something. What did Daddy do? Here, look at these letters. But you know what it is, though? See, guys, this is my way of being a big shot. This is my little macho outlet. At home, I'm a little pussycat. My wife would never let me get away with this kind of crap. Ever. You know, and every one of you guys, you do a little macho little boy thing, whether it's fishing or hunting or driving fast or fixing your car or buying a motorcycle or growing a beard or getting a tattoo or, whatever it is that you got to do something to let you and your friends know that you're still a guy. Because once you go home, you know that you have absolutely no power. That's why men love the remote control so much. That's all the power we have left. Why do you keep changing channels? That's annoying. I know. Are you watching that? No, you're not. I mean, even when it comes time to go to the movies, I have no say over what movie we're going to see. Jurassic Park was too intense for the children. Cliffhanger's too violent for my wife. So what do? We wind up sitting home and watching this fried green tomato Prince of Tides crap. We rented last week. Let me give you a perfect example before I leave. We just rented The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. You all saw this, right? Rebecca De Mornay. Chachi. You'll never have a baby. You'll never have a woman like her, ever. Fine piece of work. So we're watching The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, and after the movie, my wife says to me, that movie was very frightening and disturbing. And I said, why was it frightening? Why was it disturbing? She said to me, you have a child. That movie was about a psycho babysitter. And I said, what are you talking about? She took care of the kids. She wanted to sleep with the husband and kill the wife. That's everything I'm looking for. How come I can't meet her ever?
Oh, you married guys know what I'm talking about. Rebecca De Mornay knocked on your door. Yes, I'd like to take care of your children. I will sleep with you and kill your wife. For $6 an hour, you'll do that for me? Thank you, Lord. Yes. I gotta go home and listen to my wife now. You guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen.